Good morning. Welcome to our E3 live weekly report. Our export report has just come out. We'll go over that. We're, in addition to that, going to be talking about the crop conditions on Monday, and then we'll go over some market perspective, looking first at the markets. Cotton exports just coming out. We are looking at a number of 96,600 running bales. That's for 2015-16. That's up 16% from the previous week and 14% from the prior 4-week average. Increases were reported for Vietnam, taking 25,500 running bales. Mexico takes 23,700, and Turkey takes 23,600. We're looking at 2016, 2017, 14,500 running bales were sold. Looking at the reaction of the market, just before this number came out, cotton was up 9. Right now, cotton is up 32. So it is taking that in a positive way. Now going to the soybean numbers that have just come out. Net sales of 912,000. It's a good number. For 2015-2016 were primarily for China. China took 458,500. We had unknown destinations of 210,600, and the Netherlands took 85,600. We've got, looking just to see any other news that's come out. That's really it. All right, the soybean market was down 1.5 pennies just before this number came out. Right now, soybeans are down 2 1/4. So we've weakened some. Looking at corn, net sales 533,000 metric tons for 2015-2016. Mexico took 381,000 metric tons. Japan took 55,000 metric tons, and Peru took 39,500 metric tons. We are looking at a reaction there. Corn was down 2 1/2 just before this number. Right now, corn is down 3 1/4. Wheat sales of 377,500 metric tons for delivery in 2015-2016. That's up 30% from the previous week and up 7% from the 4-week average. The Philippines took 89,000 metric tons. Taiwan took 56,000 metric tons, and Canada took 54,900 metric tons. And looking at the reaction there, the wheat market was unchanged just before this number. Right now, the wheat market's down 1.5 pennies. As I look at soybeans, corn, and wheat, here that now that this number's been out for about 3 minutes and almost 4 minutes, beans are down 3, so they continue to weaken. Corn down 3 1/2, and wheat down 1.25 pennies. So we've weakened across the board in all of those markets. Cotton up 34, is holding on to its gains from this report that came out for cotton. Let's look at some other things now. Crop progress came out on Monday in cotton. The crop conditions, the crop slipped a small amount. In the good to excellent category, 52% was the number versus the previous week of 53%. Looking at bowls opening, 46% versus the average. We on an average are open about 51%, but we've known we're late there for some time. Harvested, we're about 6% completed on harvest, and the average for this time of the year is 7%. Looking at soybeans in the good to excellent category, we definitely had a slip there. We were at 61% good to excellent. The previous week was 63%. Dropping leaves at 35% versus the average of 31%. Corn in the good to excellent category, for corn, 68%. That was unchanged. Harvested corn is at 5%. The average is 9%. Wheat harvest, spring wheat harvested at a 97%. The average for this time of the year is 86%. Let's talk about perspective. We'll talk about cotton. We'll talk about the grains. Cotton on September the 11th was at 64.20, and then yesterday, September the 16th, it got down to 62.29. That's the range we've been looking at here recently. This market is drifting really up and down off of light volume. It seems to be having a harder time holding its gains. I think it's possible to test lows. The lows of August the 12th were at 61.20. Down at those levels, we should see good support, but it is unlikely that we will see this market, and I'm talking about December, get above 66 before it goes off the board. Maybe later, March, May, or July, we can test higher levels, maybe even test 70 to 72. Right now, the market's trading at 63.03. Looking at the soybeans, corn, and corn perspective, soybeans and corn feel like we've made a bottom there earlier this month, which is about a month earlier than normal, which can be the case historically if a crop's turning out to be a small crop. If we see that the harvest is really not at a rate that would indicate normal, then you'll see the market's bottom a little earlier. Might drift down some, but the low of a few weeks ago could very well be the low. Seasonal lows, as I mentioned in corn and beans, occur around the 1st of October, but this one feels a little bit different. November soybeans support is down toward 860. Right now, November soybeans are at 883.5. Resistance is up toward 920. December corn support is down toward 370. Right now, that market's at 382. Resistance is up toward $4. That's really it. We want to remind everyone, and it's not like we really have to, it's all in the news, that today at 1 o'clock, Fed will make an announcement as to whether they plan to raise rates this month or not. Everybody will be looking at that, and we'll have a comment on it about 20 minutes after 1. We'll look at the markets, and we'll evaluate that and see the reaction of the markets. That's it. Thanks for being with us here today at the E3 Weekly Report. We'll see you later. Thank you.